NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They will run for the first time, and Miles Sanders fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 4. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A gain of 6 there on first. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got...
And the Raiders have got him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Throwing is Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. In trouble, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On 1st down, Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the 2nd half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some 1st downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now it's Rodgers. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Chargers 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now with
Hurts fumbles it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. You think about this strong safety position. You know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown Raiders! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Hurts throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw again. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And finally marked down at the 23.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And once again, this is Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Patterson on the carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The head linesman was right on it. I think they got that spot correct.
Yeah, and so many times officials catch so much grief because of things that may go wrong. You're exactly right. He was on.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
16. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Running it with Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there for the Raiders.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.